Hello, welcome to episode 3 of Cook It Right. It is me, Jamie, the person whose name is in the title, and Colin.
Whose name should be in the title.
You can't cook it right, so we're gonna have to wait until that day comes.
Cook It Right with Jamie and Colin. That's a pretty good ring to it.
Agree to disagree. We did it. It's our first episode of 2021. We all made it. Things are looking up, except for Colin's cooking. Just kidding. I don't know. Maybe he did well this week.
I think it came out amazing this time. I feel like I've mastered cooking. I feel like I've nailed it. I can pretty much do anything you throw me now. I'm a master chef.
I just want to say throughout this month, Colin assured me that fish was easy and that cooking salmon was going to be a breeze and that I wasn't challenging him enough. So I truly look forward to seeing what footage lies ahead, because I truly have not seen it yet. I would like to think that he successfully fed his family a wonderful home-cooked salmon meal.
A seafood delicacy is what I served them.
Okay, is that C-S-E-A or C the letter C?
You'll have to watch and see. A Colin food delicacy. C stands for Colin.
Okay. You can make that the name of your restaurant or your own cooking show. C stands for Colin.
Seafood is the name of the restaurant.
Okay.
Parentheses. C stands for Colin.
So in this scenario, it is the letter C. The letter letter.
Yeah. There's no fish at my restaurant.
Okay. Exclusively non-fish. Anything but fish. All right. All right. I feel like we can get the ball rolling with seeing how you're supposed to cook this recipe. So just to remind you all, we decided at the end of last week to do salmon en papillote, which is a way of cooking fish where you wrap everything that goes with it in parchment paper, and it looks pretty dope when you serve it. That's how you spell it. That is French. But to start, actually, I don't know if I decided this last time or if I just decided this in the weeks in between, but I decided we should also have a robust side to accompany our salmon. So we made some roasted Brussels sprouts. So that's also what you'll be seeing today. I did check with Colin. I know Brussels sprouts aren't for everyone, but Colin assured me that was not going to be a thumbs down from him or his.
Right? It's a thumbs down for some of my family.
Oh boy. Well, we'll find out, I guess. All right, so we can get rolling with my videos. Great. You can see my very well-loved pan and parchment paper in the frame here. Great. So what you kind of just saw for a brief moment is I sprinkled some water on the pan to start, which is just a way to help the parchment paper stick a little more easily. That's just like a fun tip I got from the internets at some point, because parchment paper doesn't really like staying down very naturally. It doesn't cling to the pan the way that, say, aluminum foil does. I'm a big fan of parchment paper, though. It's super useful. Cool. Yeah. Then we're just gonna spray with olive oil spray, my favorite ingredient in the world, and just chop some Brussels sprouts. Yeah, trimming off the ends because those parts aren't fun to eat. You're seeing that I am just kind of having them. I think if you find a particularly chonky Brussels sprout, you can certainly quarter it.
What's a chonky Brussels sprout?
You'll know it when you see it. It's got
a vibe. You gotta feel the vibe of the chonk.
Yeah. It just protrudes. That's not the word. Something in aura.
Is that a steak knife?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's a chef's knife. I did film this a couple weeks ago. I think it might be like a smaller chef's knife. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's a chef's knife.
Sure, stand by that.
Does not look like it can hold up to the chonk. Wow. I believe in the right hands, your knife can handle.
I appreciate the Jamie roasting that's happening. So keep that going for the rest
We're roasting Brussels sprouts today. We're roasting me. Yeah, so I'm just working through this big old pile of Brussels. I think this is just, as always, low-key sponsored by Trader Joe's. Not actually, but I just bought a bag from Trader Joe's, and I think I used most of it. I decided to save, I want to say like 12, just so I wasn't like overcrowding the pan. You don't want everything like too stuffed together. And I made sure also to collect the loose leaves that kind of come off when you're chopping and also put them in the pan. Here I'm just chopping some garlic for extra flavor in, and then just roughly chopping bacon. This does not need to be delicate, especially because bacon I find is not the easiest uncooked to like chop nicely anyway. And you just want to add the bacon in here for extra meat juice and flavor. I find it goes well. Yeah.
I did not add any bacon in.
Oh. So
I respect the animal too much.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Doing more olive oil spray just to make sure we get all that seasoning in there. And also just our standard array of salts. And I like cracking black pepper over things. And then just cracking it. And then finally finishing with some red pepper flakes. And then you're just going to toss it all together to make sure the seasoning kind of distributes evenly. And while you're doing this, you will see the bacon did kind of start to clump together. They were just, I don't know the science behind that, but meat attracts meat, I guess.
Seems like a real master chef would be able to keep the bacon from clumping together like that.
While you were stirring it, you do want to make sure your pieces, you spread them out again. So now we're preparing the stuff for our unpapillotes. So kind of the parts we skimmed through was me peeling all the carrots because that took me way longer than I would like. And right now we are julienning, which is a fancy way of saying thinly slicing. Julienne is, I believe, also French. But basically the easiest way to do this with carrots is, especially if they're longer, you're going to want to cut them in half just so they're easier to manipulate, and then cut them like lengthwise so that you can lay them flat. Because as I'm sure you know, carrots are generally kind of round, so they don't like staying still on a plate. So once you do that, you'll be able to slice them a little bit more evenly. I will admit, just watching this, that I know I got lazier with my carrot chops as this went on. I truly hate slicing carrots. They are...
I think you need a slap chop.
I don't have a slap chop, Colin, and I thought neither of you. You just have that weird tool that's not a slap chop.
Maybe we should both invest in some slap chops.
Maybe
for the next show.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what we're cooking next time. We don't know yet. We kind of figure that part out at the end.
It needs to be entirely slap chop based.
That's our next challenge. Is
anything that can be slap chopped.
A meal done only with the slap chop and no other devices.
You don't even have to cook it. You just slap chop.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I don't really have any like deep insights on slicing carrots other than you just got to keep going. It is, I'll admit, a pretty laborious task. In hindsight, I feel like when I've made this dish before, I've used asparagus, and that would probably have been much easier to handle. So apologies also to Colin, because I'm sure he had a great time chopping carrots as much as I did.
I feel like I may have managed it a little bit better.
Oh?
My knife work is it's pretty high skilled.
Could I use zucchini? I think so. I think zucchini would work well. I haven't tried it. The point is, you do want, the reason we are slicing the carrots so thinly is because fish cooks really fast. So you want to put anything in there that is similarly not going to need that much time to cook. So like potatoes would be a little dicey. I think zucchini, because they're a little softer on the inside, it might work. We can, maybe fast forward through
nothing but carrot for the next 45 minutes.
We're just gonna, this is actually carrot it right with Jamie.
It keeps going, it doesn't stop.
You can also just buy shredded carrots. That probably would.
Why didn't you tell me to do that?
Because I wanted to commit to the labor. Okay. You can see I also have some whole garlic cloves I tossed in there. Just want to peel them and then chop off the ends. That's all you need there. And here, you're gonna get a lemon. Cut off the ends because you don't want to eat that. Not that you're going to be eating the lemon slices, but those parts don't have the good bits, which is the flesh.
You're not.
And the juice.
Eat the lemon slices.
What?
I said you're not supposed to eat the lemon slices.
No, did you? Oh boy. Well, that's something to look forward to. Yeah, you're just going to slice them into rings. Depending how many pockets you're making, you might not need all of them. I think, Colin, you had to make 4, or did you just make 3?
I think I made 4. Yeah, I made 4.
Okay.
Feeling very ambitious.
Okay. Yeah. Clearly just giving up on this last chonker of a slice. And now we get to prepare our pockets. Pockets. Big fan of pockets in the Lin household.
What kind of pockets?
Dresses with pockets.
Okay.
Those kind of pockets. Justice for pockets, women's pockets. It's a big racket. I know everyone agrees with me.
Bring back the cargo pants. 37 pockets.
Ugh. That would be nice. It'd be nice to have a dress with 37 pockets. Okay, yes, here's the fun part. Great, I didn't actually capture it on my video. What you're trying to do here, okay, I did move it down. You're gonna cut your parchment paper into a heart shape. So you're doing like half the heart, as you can see here. So it will be.
Does the heart have a cooking significance?
It's just for evenness, so you don't have like too much extra paper to deal with while you're folding the edges together, which will come later. Great. So there you can see you unfold the heart like so. You can see there is a prepped pocket already to the side there, as long as my many slices of salmon. This is, I hope no real chefs are watching because this is a very poor mise en place, but c'est la vie. So you want to spray the right side with olive oil, or just, coat it with olive oil. And then you're going to lay like a bed of carrot slices. And then you are going to get your fish on there. You're going to do skin side down. There you go. And then, oh, there we go. I'm just wiping my hands there. Oh, Colin, you got a nice shirt.
Thank you. It's a royal blue because I am a king.
I decided this was a chunky piece of garlic, which is why I just sliced it in half at the end there. And you're going to tuck in one on each end. That's just there for aromatic flavoring. And we're going to do 2 to 3 slices on top of the salmon, and then finally finish with a couple sprigs of rosemary. Fun fact, my parents' house has this big old bush of rosemary in the front. So those were wild foraged from our front yard.
Toxic rosemary.
Okay, yes. And this is the important part. You fold the other half over, and then you start like folding the edges in to kind of crimp them closed. You just kind of have to keep rolling it in to try and like make sure it's as tightly sealed as you can manage. And then you have your pocket and you put it on the pan. So yes, this is the final version of my roasted Brussels. Depending on your oven, you might adjust your cook time, but never do more than 5-minute increments when you're like, oh, I don't think this is ready yet. And the key thing to look for here is a darker green color, but not too dark. You don't want it to be like mostly brownish green.
I like a charcoal.
Definitely not a charcoal. That would be bad. Yeah. Cool. So that's our Brussels. I think part of the reason we have this interruption is I put the Brussels in and then I started working on the salmon. So I tried to do things concurrently so you're not like waiting around too much. So I had to take out the Brussels in the middle of my.
Oh yeah, here we go. Brussels in the bowl, baby. That's what we like to see.
For presentation purposes, I wanted to get them in this bowl. And here you can see me taking my salmon pockets out, and you can see we got a little nice browning from the parchment paper. And for presentation purposes, I actually did not pre-open these because I think it's fun for your guests, eaters, diners, that's the word, to pour themselves, get a nice little whoosh of steam. I was just covering them to like keep them warm while I was finagling around. And I believe we're gonna watch all our parental reaction footage at the end. So that'll be a nice little surprise for later. Colin, do you have any info from watching this footage for the first time?
I think I did it all exactly like that, and maybe even a little bit better. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna make you look like a punk.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Now we're gonna go into my new favorite segment called Quiz It Right. So if you remember from last time, I kind of take the things that we learned Colin doesn't know from the previous episode and make sure that maybe he does know that. Are you ready, Colin?
Oh, I'm ready.
Once again, this is 3 questions. It's not that difficult. I hope, I pray, I have confidence in you because I think if you paid attention last time, you should know the answers to these. But let us go. How do you pronounce the name of this vegetable?
The C, shallot.
Shallot? You're going with C, shallot? Do you want to just kind of? You want to just round out the other ones just to see?
Shallot. Shallow. Shallot. I'm gonna say D. I'm gonna say. I've changed my mind after careful consideration.
You're going with D? You want to say it one more time for the class?
Shallot.
Okay. What's the correct answer? That's right.
Oh, baby.
Shallot. Just a reminder, last time you said shallow or shallot. It is possible Colin is just bad at pronouncing.
I'm good at speaking.
Sure.
Professional
right. I'm glad you took the time. This is also a fun quiz taken tip for you. Always worth going through all the answers just to make sure you're not always going with your first instinct in case your first instinct is shallot.
But if you go with your gut, you get like the pride of, knowing you're a real man.
What?
Just going off the first instinct, like a wild beast.
Let's move on to our second question. So this is identify each cut. So I'm not sure if you know these words off the top of your head, so I will give them to you. One is chopped, one is minced, one is sliced, and one is rough chop.
A is sliced.
Mm-hmm.
B is minced.
Okay.
What were the other two? No, wait. Yeah. No, C is minced. What was B? What were the other 2 words? Rough chop. I feel like chopped is like rough chopped is like an extension of chopped.
I will take that note. There should have been a word bank. I will include a word bank last time. But yes, one is chopped, one is rough chop.
I'm gonna say B is chopped B is rough chopped and D is chopped.
Okay, you want to go through these once more before we show you the answers?
A, sliced. B, chopped. C, minced. D, no, rough. D, no, B is rough chopped. Wait. A, sliced. B, rough chopped. C, minced. D, regular chopped.
Okay, are these your final answers?
Oh, baby. What?
You were so close. You were so close. D is the rough chop.
That's a dirty trick. Both of these are chopped.
So rough chop just means you're less precise with the cut. So that's what I did with the bacon. Chopped dice, you can kind of see in the B, they're still like pretty.
Okay, if you use the word diced instead of like chopped and rough chopped, that's subjective. To me, to me, D looks better. Like it's to me, D looks better chopped than B does. So, it's an opinion.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I agree, disagree.
Yes, but you can see slice is also called julienne. The reason I asked you this is because you rough chopped. Oh, what was it? You rough chopped something last time. Now I don't even remember what it was. You definitely, I think, misunderstood sliced. So just want to make sure that was clear when I said what a slice looks like.
I rough chopped some peppers with my bare hands.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. You just ripped them apart. That was truly the roughest of chops. Very savage to watch. Okay, so I'll give you this. I'll give you a half point. You got 2 out of 4. You were so close there. You almost had it, and then you mind psyched yourself out of the right answers. But you got it.
I'm always mind psyching myself.
Great. Put them in the slam chomp indeed. Last question.
All right.
Which of these are reasonable tools to use to mix dough? Select all that apply. Just a reminder, when we made our tortillas last week, Colin used a metal spatula. So on that note, which of these are reasonable tools for mixing dough?
C, metal spatula. Final answer. I would say all the above. You could use the rubber end of the spatula to mix dough. You could use the wooden spoon. You could use all these ones.
Are you advocating for holding the metal end of the metal spatula and then using the rubber end to mix the dough?
Yeah.
And I
think it'd be fine.
How are you not cutting your fingers in this process?
You're gonna cut your fingers with a spatula?
If it's a metal spatula.
Well, then you could wear a special glove.
Yes. Also, how are you using the wooden end of the spatula?
What?
The silicone spatula, because you said you could use all ends of all of these tools.
Yeah, you just mash it around in there. You just got to be extra invigorated with your mashing.
Colin, I just want to remind you, how well did your dough mixing go last time with the metal spatula?
You know, I don't recall, but I imagine incredible.
For those of us who were here last time, I think we do recall, and it was not good. But let's show them the right answers. To be clear, definitely not the metal spatula, and to be more clear, do not use the wooden end of the silicone spatula. Just use the actual end of the tool.
I feel like the rubber part's like better for like a grip.
Oh my god! I honestly thought this was going to be a freebie. I'm very disappointed in you, Colin. I almost would have given you a half point for getting 2 out of 3, but then you doubled down by saying you could use both ends of these tools, and that's definitely incorrect.
People are saying that, Jamie, you should buy me a tortilla press.
I just don't think I want you to ever hand make tortillas again. So I would argue just continue to store-buy tortillas. Oh, that's
my birthday is coming up, February 15th. Going on the press, baby.
The post-Valentine's baby. All right. So final, I think we got the first question. You got half of the second question. So you got 1.5. So that's between a grimace and a neutral face. I would say that was your accomplishment today. How do you feel?
Hey, I never strive for anything more than that.
Between a grimace and a neutral?
Yeah, that's fine. That's like average.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Most people are grimacing most of the time.
I hope not. That's not good. Oh boy. All right. Well, on that, off the coattails of that success, let us see how Colin cooked his salmon on papillote this week. As always, you do a great job with the ingredient spread, I have to admit. I
just want people to know what I'm working with here.
Sure. I appreciate it.
So I got like giant salmon chunks because that's the only thing. Tops Friendly Market had.
Well, yes, Colin does have proper kitchen scissors here. I got lazy with the ones I used. I saw.
Use some safety scissors for some like crafts.
I wasn't cutting anything that required serious cutting, so I was like, eh.
Some leftover glue.
You did the water sprinkle trip.
I follow instructions.
That's good.
I'm literate.
Oh boy. All right, you did even a second sprinkle, which I'm not sure was necessary, but I appreciate it. All right.
I just wanted to be sure.
So yeah, and see how well your parchment paper is sticking to your pan there.
That's a little trick I invented where you sprinkle water on the pan.
Oh, Colin, you froze there. I don't know what
it stick
you
better.
said.
I was saying I invented the water trick.
Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. Are you just cutting off the ends because you thought you had too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted to. It was a little jagged, and I wanted my presentation to be.
Oh, we have an audience question. Colin, have you cooked anything on your own since the last episode?
I made an egg.
What kind of egg?
Just a regular old egg.
That doesn't.
There's up,
many ways to cook an egg. Was it scrambled? Was it fried?
I'm gonna say fried.
Okay. What kind of knife are you using here, bud?
Chef's knife.
Mm-mm. We went over this. Do I have to bring back that question every?
What do you mean? Why are my hands so painful? Because they're vascular and lots of muscles in them.
That's definitely 100% a bread knife. I mean, I've seen you use worse, but I don't know. Maybe no one in the family trusts you with a knife.
Frankly, I'm just comfortable with the bread knife, and I feel like I've really mastered it. And any new knife would kind of throw me off a little bit.
Colin, can you just show us your fingers real quick? The audience is asking for a finger check. All right, looks like we got 10. I saw that thumb before you hit it. All right, looks like you got a good Brussels.
I slice bread with a steak knife. I try to mash it in there.
That's right. You used the bread knife for the tomato, and that was horrifying. You can also buy pre-minced garlic. That is actually what I normally do. They might overcook actually in this method. I guess we'll find out. I will say if I'm just sauteing things on the pan, I do actually normally use minced garlic because I hate chopping garlic on my own. Oh, wow, he's even properly measuring the salt. Wow.
I found the spoons. I know where they are now.
And pouring some back. I appreciate the attention to precision there. There you go. And get our black pepper. Oh, also in the spoon. If you use the side with the dots, that just kind of, you can just season it that way. That might be easier.
No.
Okay. All right. See what you just did with the red pepper? You could do that with the salt and the pepper.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as precise as you had specified. Okay. I try to keep it, so I try to do exactly as
always. We get a glamour shot of this oven. Unfortunately, shot of Colin's butt there.
What do you mean, unfortunately? Here we go.
Are you having trouble putting that in the oven, bud? What's going on?
Trouble getting it onto the shelf.
You probably could have just put it on the top rack.
Oh, it's going in the top rack eventually.
So we're gonna watch.
Just give me time. Here we go. That's the stuff.
Okay, there it is. I kind of have to agree that you do not deserve this nice oven. All right, peeler. Oh my God, I'm very worried about you cutting your thumb right now. Dear Lord. Oh boy. Oh. Can you at least move the knife aside, Colin?
It's a safety knife. You can't cut your hand on that.
Oh
knife.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
I got it, baby. It's coming along.
You are pulling the slicer towards Colin. No, that's actually super.
It's better that way. You get more leverage.
No. Oh my god, Colin, how do you still have your fingers? Did you need a Band-Aid at some point?
No, my hands were surprisingly unsliced and diced.
That's truly a
They
miracle.
were diced, but not sliced, as we learned from the
I do feel like I actually maybe need to reset a bit and give you like a proper slicing chopping tutorial, because the way you use all these devices causes a lot of anxiety, not only for me.
Check it out, though. I got it. I figured it out.
Did you?
Like a monkey in a.
I also feel like, are you just slicing the carrot like into slices, like the whole length?
What?
You're just slicing the carrot like into strips.
Yeah.
With the all right. Interesting. It's not what I specified, but we'll see how it turns out for you.
Julian, that it means nothing. You put that
slice. I said slice. I'm pretty sure I said slice.
You said peel. Why would I need a peeler? The peeler is in the instructions. Why would I need a peeler if I'm not supposed to peel?
You peel the outside off and then you slice the actual carrot.
It's fine.
I really do think we might need to reset and just do a basic knife cuts lesson next shot. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Matt's real big on the carrots.
Oh boy. A lot of carrot footage. Yeah, I think we can also fast forward through this character. This might also be on me for planning for too many carrots, which are a laborious ingredient.
Like a 3-pound heap of carrots.
I did not say a 3-pound heap. Okay, we got some lemon.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh my god. Oh, what is happening? Oh my god. Okay, we did it. Okay. Why are you slicing it that way?
More leverage. What are you talking about?
How is that?
Oh explain this.
This
would be my tutorial.
Oh my god, I think I do need to give you a knife tutorial. Dear Lord. Oh man. Okay. What's this pan for? Oh, is this what you're gonna put the salmon into? Yeah,
we don't have a second pan that like fits in the oven, so I had to do it in this thing.
What's going on here?
I'm trying to measure it out. Didn't you say to make it the size of the thing?
Are you putting it there? You know that the box has a cutter you can use.
We own another pan. However, it's too big for our oven.
Why do you keep pointing all your tools with the sharp ends in a way that they could hurt someone?
I live dangerously.
Oh my god.
I gotta get. You ever seen the movie The Hurt Locker, where that guy's like he lives dangerously, and that's like me.
He's disarming bombs. I believe is what that movie's about.
The same thing.
Not about the same. If anything, you're arming the bombs. That's the equivalent of what you're doing. You took something that could have been undangerous and you made it more dangerous.
That's what he did in the movie.
Oh my god. What's happening?
I'm slicing and dicing.
Oh boy. You're just cutting off the rough edges again. You know this is irrelevant, right? Because you're going to cut a heart shape out of this paper.
You know, some people may think that because they don't like being precise and accurate, but me, I kind of like everything to be.
If anything, you're giving yourself far less paper to work with. So
I kind of just like perfection. So it's fine if you just want to
cutting off all these bits anyway. Are you even going to cut the heart shape? Yes, I am concerned about this. Oh boy. You cut from the outside edge?
What do you mean?
It's fine. You do you, man. You do you.
Thank you. Finally, some recognition.
I have to say this is truly the strangest way I've seen someone cut a heart shape. Especially given your very blocky edges there. But I guess it's just you just need the like basic outline. Okay, you are going back and
Stop commenting on my veiny hands. They're not that veiny.
All right, how's your heart look?
Just working out.
Very pokey right side. But it's fine. What is just that pool of olive oil?
It's a little slop.
Oh my god. No, it needs to be like evenly spread. I have to agree, a lot of wasted paper here. I will say actually the way you slice your carrots might actually help them cook better, but I guess we'll find out. Got a bed of carrots there. Oh, we got our salmon. Are you cutting it directly on the Colin, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. You're massacring the salmon fillet, buddy. Oh no. Oh no. God. What has happened? And you're using the bread knife? No. Look at this salmon. This salmon did not deserve this. Colin. What did the salmon do to you?
Bread knife for life, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We got a bread knife fan club. Moving it to the cheese
board. Are you using the cheese board again?
What else am I supposed to cut it on?
Didn't you have a cutting board? Oh my god, please don't do this to this cheese. This cheese board deserves better. Are you gonna buy your mom a new cheese board? I feel like she's gonna need a new one.
She may request one after this episode. After she sees this.
I will say, yes, the kitchen scissors, if anything, if you were gonna cut your salmon, should have started with this. So I'm glad you eventually
I know that now.
Eventually got there with these poor macerated salmon.
I'm a quick learner.
Are you?
Yeah.
We got a lot of trial and error there.
I'm rapidly approaching my 10,000 hours here. I'm cooking.
Oh boy. No, so far by my count, you have maybe 3 hours of cooking.
Hey, only 999, whatever number that is, more to go.
We didn't see you do the rest of the puck. Oh, you're getting the Brussels out? Is that what this is?
I think I'm flipping them. Or I don't know.
Yes, you are supposed to toss them at the halfway point. I did not showcase that because my oven is not nearly.
I didn't toss them. I just flipped them around and put them back in.
Rotate 180 degrees in the oven.
And I fit them in the lower shelf this time.
Good for you, man. I'm proud of you. Oh boy. I can already tell. I think that salmon is too large for. Oh, you're using the minced garlic here? Okay. All right. Interesting. Oh boy. Colin, do you know that the shelves, the racks in the oven can be moved and adjusted?
In theory.
Okay. Just a
I think that's a good hypothesis. I don't know
if it's not really a hypothesis. That is how most ovens work. So that's just a pro tip for you.
Most ovens, but not fancy ovens.
I'm really glad you're blocking this salmon footage with that ginormous jar. It is truly the largest jar.
Thank you.
Of garlic I've seen in my life. What are you doing with the salt here?
I'm salting it up, baby.
Did you just toss it back in again? Oh my god, buddy.
Why didn't you put the salt back in?
What? You shouldn't be measuring it out. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Oh boy. I'm so worried about the salmon.
I'm sorry about this garlic jar. I feel like it's a little artistic in a way.
Oh, is this your paprika?
Yeah.
Fun fact about paprika, for the longest time, because of Blue's Clues, I thought salt and pepper together made paprika, and that's where paprika came from. So thank you, Children's Entertainment, for ruining my spice education for a good chunk of my life.
Also, I just want to point out that you did not include rosemary in the directions. You included it in the ingredient list, but there was no direction to put rosemary on.
Did I not? Okay, I'll admit that is on me.
Now I just have a bunch of rosemary in my refrigerator.
Paprika as
Nothing to do
opposed to
with it.
paprika? I feel like I've heard it both ways. Colin, how do you say it?
I say paprika.
Paprika?
Paprika. Like a little intensity on it.
All right. I see I'm in the minority with my paprika. I'll take it.
Is that a West Coast thing? Paprika?
I don't know.
He just made up a pronunciation.
What's going on? What's going on to the side there? Did you actually fold the edges of your salmon paper?
I'm give it time. Just give it time.
What's going on here? Are you getting your Brussels out?
Sprouts are coming out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I will say Emily brings up a good point. You did touch all those drawers with your slimy salmon hands.
No. This wasn't filmed, but I did wash my hands between touching the drawers.
Okay, what happened with your folds there, buddy? What did you do? None of that footage was shown.
I folded it elegantly, and
That does not look
need to
elegant.
see it.
You're also shoving 4 pockets into that rather small bowl. Okay. I think I would have cooked these a little longer. I will say that it does look like the garlic got pretty burnt up. But we'll see. All right, here's your salmon. We can only pray. Oh boy. You know, I did worry that you would have trouble with the pockets, and we did not see any of that folding footage, and therefore I am more concerned than I thought I could have been. Oh boy.
Got lots of carrot footage, and I think that was probably the most important part.
Yeah. This is a carrot show.
Just the show of us both slicing carrots for 6 hours would be great television.
Yes, that is actually what we're going to do next time. We are going to teach Colin knife cuts with carrots.
Cook it right with Colin or Jamie. Slice a carrot.
All right, Colin, how do you feel?
I feel great.
I don't.
I feel like that went incredible.
I was very concerned. We should crowdfund your mom a new cheese board because you put salmon on it, and I don't. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you have fun.
Yes, it does. It super matters how you do it. If I am trying to teach you anything, the process matters.
As long as you get those sweet nutrients into your gullet, then.
Oh boy. All right. Well, boy, this has been. There's anxiety here based on how Colin used knives and the peeler and how he folded his pockets, but I believe the verdict will be from our parents testing our food. So we can start with mine and see how they assess this situation. Oh, I think we lost our audio.
Salmon and vegetable. Okay, Jamie, thank you very much for making dinner for us. Salmon and vegetables. Looks very nice, and I know you spend an effort to make it. Thank you.
So this is called salmon en papillote, and the side is roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon. So you can, I think it should be safe to just open it up, and you can, just open it and let the steam release.
What's that aroma?
The rosemary.
Oh, rosemary.
So you don't eat the rosemary or the lemon, but you do eat the salmon and the carrots. And let's see. There you go.
All right. Thank you. Well, try it and let you know.
Yes.
Oh, I see garlic here.
Wow.
What?
Well.
That's the method. It like steams it together with everything.
There's a.
How's the salmon?
Very fresh.
Guess
Carrot probably can be
A little longer.
maybe blanch first,
Mm.
then bake it, so it will be softer. Well, but then fine. Can we try this?
Yeah.
So just Brussels sprout.
Brussels sprouts, bacon, and some garlic.
Oh, okay. No, Brussels sprouts. One of your sister's favorite food.
Oh.
You didn't know?
Oh, sorry. Did you not want the skin, Dad?
I want the skin, but I would prefer it get cooked a little bit deeper.
Mm.
I like them a bit cracker.
Yeah, I feel you. Should have baked it like a minute or two longer. Mom, what do you think of the Brussels?
The belly cooks better because the other part is a bit thick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it under?
It's a pretty fat salmon, so
Pretty chunky.
pretty chunky.
Probably should have but I wasn't sure. Sorry.
no, don't be.
No, don't. I think if you cook too long, it'll be too dry. So
You know,
fish is always the tough one. So
But-
it's hard to engage how long to cook it. So especially fresh ones.
Dad, what do you think of the Brussels?
Good.
Okay. Cool.
that's right.
Thank you for
Yeah.
oh, and just got a Scooby Doo since I know that was an appeal last time. Okay. That's right. We've got a Scooby shot there for you, audience. Just to make sure Scooby is always at the table with us. All right. Colin, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh boy. Let's go.
First of all, Jamie, oh my gosh, this smells so good. You picked a great recipe. My mouth is watering. It smells amazing.
Because of the chef's skill, mostly.
And the chef's skill. Wow,
How's it looking there?
looks really pretty. It's delicious.
Could have used some rosemary in the directions, though.
It's like a gourmet meal.
That gourmet.
Just look at that. The carrots underneath and the broccoli or the Brussels sprouts. God, it looks so good. I can't wait to try it.
We'll see with the colors. It does look nice. You guys have much better lighting.
Mouth is just watering.
And I'm getting nervous.
Kitchen smells amazing. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah,
Mmm.
it's a win.
We'll win. Anybody who wants to make this, get the recipe from Jamie because this is
Get me to make it.
get Colin to make it. Mmm. Brussels sprouts are amazing.
Really?
Really. It's so good. This is a win.
All right. Thanks, Mom.
This is a win. It's delicious. Good job.
All right, Dad, let me know how you like it.
All right. This smells so good. Should I put some lemon on it?
Well, it's already baked in there.
Okay.
I mean, you could. I don't really know.
Really, just like you just
Thank you.
cover it. It's very tender. Mmm. That is amazing.
I feel like I'm getting suspicious of you guys.
No, that's really good. Look at that. Perfect. Cooked perfectly. Salmon's really hard.
Zoom. That zoom.
Why don't you try some of the sprouts, your favorite food?
The salmon's really
Why
good.
don't you try some Brussels sprouts that you love so much? Just give me one bite. One bite and you can have some more salmon.
Last time I had a Brussels sprout, Nixon was president.
This is like Neil Armstrong stepping on the moon for the first time.
There, I'm getting water.
No, you can't do it.
No, actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. That's good. I'll have another one.
Yeah. Why don't you have a couple more? All right. Thanks.
Oh, we haven't taken the Brussels and we don't like Brussels.
Thank you. What's the problem?
I'm just noticing as I'm getting halfway through, I hate a lot of it, but it's not cooked all the way through.
Oh, jeez.
But the ends are cooked. Just the center.
Should have done it for another couple minutes.
Cooked. Yeah, it's just a little raw there, but I'll start at this end.
I did it for 12 minutes. Oh my god.
I'll just start from this end and work my way in.
All right.
This is on both our,
Thanks, Mom.
Good job.
both our salmons and
I think it's a little red. Let's stick it in. 40 seconds. Hope for the best. It's good.
Paprika.
Oh, we got a piper in the shot there.
Should have microwaved it the whole time.
No.
That's what I've learned is I just pop it in the microwave. And
No, please don't cook fish in the microwave. Do not be that person. Oh my god. All right, I will admit I forgot to tell Colin to include the rosemary. That would have probably. So what did you just thought you bought it for decoration?
I don't know what I was supposed to do with it. I just noticed I had it. I wasn't gonna just like throw it in and have it like poison the
It's
whatever.
not poison, it's an herb.
Herb can be poison.
Not herbs that you can eat.
You ever hear of marijuana?
Did you buy time? Okay. No, obviously you wouldn't throw marijuana in there. Oh man. I mean, if you want to, I guess that's the choice. All right, next time I guess we're doing salmon pavio with marijuana. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. Oh boy. All right. Well, you know what, Colin? I think your parents were generally pretty happy with the salmon. I think my parents also felt okay about it.
I think they liked it.
Great. But now
I think we tied.
So, Colin. Oh, wait. Important. Would you consider this a woo food? Could you add this to your woo food repertoire?
I would. You know, it was a lot quicker than the tortillas which took me like 5 hours. But this only took me like maybe like 2 hours. So if for a sexy date night, she's coming over at 8 o'clock. I start at 6 o'clock. Boom, ready to go.
Okay. All
Throw it
right.
in the microwave. That's right.
Please don't microwave your salmon. Just.
I want to point out. I want to point out that my dad's salmon came out perfectly and was cooked well enough.
So I have to ask, which one of them got the salmon that you cut abysmally, or did they both get that?
It's hard, once it goes in the oven, it all comes out looking pretty good. That's how cooking works.
Yeah. What happened to the other two pockets? How'd they go?
They were fantastic. Actually, we had to pop it. We had to put. Yeah, well, only one of them came out good, and the other three put in the microwave for a little bit longer.
Oh no! Oh well. I actually think part of your issue there was probably overcrowding the pan.
Yeah.
I think I said you should do 2 to 3 per pan.
Well, I wanted to make 4.
No, I know. You could have done like 2 pans. And then
I didn't have any room. I didn't have a third. That was all the pans I had.
You could have used your Brussels pan once you were done cooking it. Those things did not go in the oven concurrently.
I'm not some kind of rocket scientist that'll use
I
a.
will agree.
Brussels
Your pocket technique was also suspect.
But maybe because we don't have definitive proof that it wasn't fantastic.
No,
we didn't see that part.
It looked very like you let a lot of air in. The whole point of like wrapping the pocket is that you're like keeping the heat inside, so it cooks everything in there. So when you're letting the air out, you are ruining.
You gotta let the air in to let the salmon breathe.
The salmon's dead. Doesn't need to breathe anymore.
Yikes.
Well, Colin thinks he can use it as a woo food, which is perfect because we're heading into Valentine's next month, which I'm sure all of us can celebrate at this wonderful time where people are dating left and right.
Can't wait to have a date over to my parents' house.
And Colin's birthday. So we have to pick what we're gonna make. I think by the time our show airs, it will be after Colin's birthday.
We can make a birthday cake for me.
Oh boy, do you think you're ready for cake?
I'm ready.
Do we think Colin is ready for cake? Oh man.
And you should mail it to me.
I've been so worried about you baking, given how your precision has gone. But oh boy, definitely not eggs Benedict. I don't think he could handle that. I also don't even know if you like eggs Benedict.
I don't even know what that is. Benedict Arnold, eggs Benedict, not a fan.
Okay, all right. I think
that betrayed America.
People have spoken. I guess we're gonna do a cake. I will let you determine because it is for your birthday. Do you want chocolate or red velvet or vanilla or carrot or what's your favorite cake?
Let's do a chocolate cake.
Classic chocolate?
That's right.
Classic chocolate cake. All right.
Chocolate guy.
Boy, I didn't anticipate us hitting Colin baking already. I know we've used the oven a lot, but for those of you who have baked, who have caked
who have caked
before. Oh boy. Emily is being very ambitious in the chat. I will not make you have a 6-layer, 10-layer decorated
40-layer wedding cake for my
now that I know you have a pan shortage in your house, what kind of
I'm actually not even gonna be here next month. I'm gonna be in Vermont. So we'll have to make a cake there and see what the deal is.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Do you know what kind of kitchen utensils you have?
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Oh boy.
Jamie's face cake.
To be honest, I'm not even that good at decorating that I could do a good version of my face on a cake. Great. Sounds like we're doing chocolate cake for February for Colin, the month of Colin's birth.
Birth cake.
Ooh, Vermont
That
Kitchen.
can be the name of our Discovery Plus show, Vermont Kitchen.
I could see it. I could see a hit on like HGTV for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like we're doing cake for episode 4 for February. Thank you for watching us cook salmon on papillote. And
I got nothing.
Oh, queuing up something. All right. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you all at #Vermont Kitchen next month. Bye.